Having trouble with your Poulan Pro chainsaw? Me too. I'm Pop. This is the Barefoot Farm Channel. We're here today to fix the Poulan Pro 4218 chainsaw. Stay with us. I've got two of these Poulan Pro, I guess that's how you say it, model 4218 saws. One is a bit newer than the other, but as you can see, neither one are in running condition right now. They have been well used, maybe not so well loved, but well used here at Barefoot Farm. Um, what we're getting ready to do now is uh, shuffle these parts around and see if we can get one good running saw out of it. Last weekend I was working on these. This saw appears to not have any compression, but the pull cord is fine on it, and I'm pretty sure that I put a new carburetor on this one last season. I believe it was last season. This one appears to have great compression. The clutch is gone on it. The clutch and the drive gear are gone on it, and the pull cord is broken. And the carburetor is questionable. I almost had it started uh, when the pull cord broke. Searched on Amazon for parts for the Poulan Pro 4218. I found this maintenance kit, which I believe is the same kit that I used on this one. In this kit, you get uh, the adjusting tool, new fuel lines, new filters that you can cut to size if they don't fit, a new spark plug, a new fuel bulb, a new fuel filter, and the new carburetor. And this was all 17 bucks on Amazon. It wasn't worth it for me to try to pull the carburetor apart and clean it and tune it. And I feel bad about that because in my youth I would have been all over taking the carburetor apart and doing a rebuilding kit. But but I don't think we could buy a rebuilding kit back in the day for $17. So anyway, it's not worth my time. It's going to take me, based on my experience with this saw, it's not going to take me more than about 20 minutes to swap out that old carburetor for the new one. We have a new pull cord, which we bought off of Amazon, and there's plenty of videos on YouTube. We're going to add to those um, about how to get the new pull cord on here and wound up. So that's going to be part of this. Uh, this bar, this is the one good bar that I had. The bar off of this saw um, is just worn to hell. The end of it is spread out. I think there were tension issues off of this saw. So this bar was ruined. This bar on this saw, you can see it's been overheated. There's been lubrication issues going on with this saw. So that's among the things we're going to be fixing here, figuring out why the oiler is not working correctly on here. Also on Amazon for about, I think it was about $35. I got a new bar along with three new chains. It looked to me like that was hard to beat. It's got a very high rating on Amazon. We're going to see how all this works out. Stick with us here on the Barefoot Farm channel. We're going to pull this old cord off of here. I wish that I could just swap out this pull cord with this one. Unfortunately, there's a small difference in the way the housings are shaped. So it's not a direct swap for like swap on this, unfortunately. So that would have been the easy thing to do. But since this is the saw with the good compression, we're going to be fixing this cord. So we need this is a T20 Torx on here to pull this screw off of the retaining screw off the end of the string. This cord comes in from the outside, goes underneath, and gets pulled down over top. It has an H on it. Apparently, this must be made by Husqvarna and outsourced to Poulan. Oh, by the way, I said this cord was broken. It was broken. I tried to fix it once already. It came out too short, and then it started fraying here at the handle. That's why we're replacing this cord. Probably more cord than I'll need in a lifetime here. What I'm gonna do is measure one of these, leave a little excess on it. That'll probably be more than enough. So on YouTube, um, saw a chainsaw repair guy uh, replacing his cord, uh, melted the end, wetted his fingers, smoothed out the end of the melted cord so it would fray no more, and it would give him a good point so he could thread it through. So that's what we're getting ready to do here. I just got smart. I don't know if the guys on I saw online do this did this, and this is where I learned it or not. But so what I've done here is I wound this up to get tension on the spring. There's a clock spring inside of this that provides tension. So I wound this up to get tension on the spring. I'm now holding it in place with my thumb. I started to shove the cord through from the outside and work it up through the hole. And then I realized that I think the guy I saw online pushed it down through the hole. So that's what I've done. It makes a whole lot more sense to thread the needle that way than it does the other way. So I'm going to pull this through here. And the way that this works is this nests in here. It nests in here and then loops over top. So when you pull down on this, it makes this grip tighter on here. So hopefully that can be seen there. So that's where we are. Now we have this keeper screw, so I'm going to call this, that goes back on here. And this, for my saw, this is a T20 Torx here. Snug that down. So now I wound this up as tight as it would go. Okay, I had these forceps here on the bench. I clipped them on there. It's holding that tension, I think. I hope it's going to hold that tension. While we work on the other end of this. I'm going to just noodle around with this a little bit, I think. This seems like it's going to be just about perfect. So pull this out. We put the forceps back on there again. Now we've got the cord run through the handle here. The end's already melted. We don't need to worry about that. Now I do remember them talking about a figure-8 knot. So it won't pull through. That gives you plenty of meat on there so it won't pull through. And I think we're good to go. So, okay, project 1 done.